Thank you, Alejandro. Yes, we are indeed with Fabiano Caruana. First of all, Fabi, how did you approach this game? It seems like your opening choice was just wild.
Yeah, well, it was an interesting line. It was a bit of a gamble, but I felt like it went well. Of course, it's not a bad line for white, but it's very double-edged.
Especially this idea with rook to b1, rook to b2. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, when I found this, I was very attracted to it because I like these sort of weird ideas. It's basically the point of the position is that neither side can do very much. Let's say after rook to b2. It explains his move h6 because if he ever plays knight a5, then he has to contend with e4. And if he ever plays e5, then d5 is very good. So he can't clearly improve his position, but also white can't clearly improve his position. So that's why I played h6, and I can also play h3, but I knew that this f4 idea was extremely dangerous, and I decided to go for it. Although I don't know if what I did was correct after. But yeah, queen d7 I think was a really good move, because I was more considering queen c3, rook d2, and queen a1. It looks a bit strange, but he does paralyze all my pieces. And then I thought maybe d5 is very interesting and very dangerous for him. But this was also difficult to understand because my pieces are kind of hanging. You know, I always have these ideas of bishop b2 and some attack on the king side. But if he plays like bishop c4 here, I didn't see how I was better. So I was mostly considering this.
Bishop b2, you just simply take on d1 instead of a8.
Yeah, take on d1. I think he's even getting better there. I was going to take on c4, rook d3, and some sort of complete mess, which I was trying to figure out while he was thinking, and then he surprised me with queen d7. At first I thought this can't be a very good move, but I thought a long time here. I was mostly considering e5, yeah.
That was our focus as well.
Yeah, it's very risky, of course, because I give away all my squares, but also very dangerous. You know, I'm going all in for the attack. I think knight d5 is forced. Rook c1 doesn't work out, although it's very tempting. And here I was thinking rook f2 is interesting. Because the immediate trying to attack doesn't work out. If I play, let's say, knight to h5 instead of rook f2, then he has a very strong move, I think, g6. Bishop d5, gh5,
and I think
d4.
This was the critical moment the engine was proposing after g6, f5.
Yeah, I considered it, but I couldn't make it work.
Sorry to interrupt. Katerina actually won her game and bounced back.
Forcing a playoff.
Second playoff of the day. We'll have it later today.
Okay, and after f5, you said you were a little doubtful.
I didn't think it worked. I was calculating something here involving gh5, but to be honest, I don't remember what it was.
Because we were looking at these positions with bishop h6 and queen h5, and we thought it was good for you, actually, strangely enough.
Yeah, I don't know, it could have been. I really thought this was critical, but after thinking for like 40 minutes, spending all my time on e5, I couldn't quite make it work. And I thought the endgame would be a bit better for me, but once we got there, it looked like absolutely nothing. And then I started to outplay myself.
He defended very, very well.
Yeah,
actually.
but I think his moves are, I mean, he was very confident here. His moves are pretty much forced. He has to take this pawn. And like d6 instead of rook e8 was the most critical move. But after d6, rook d4, knight f5, rook d2. Visually it looks nice, you get your knight to f5, but the rook on d2 is so strong, his knight comes in. My d-pawn is more a weakness than a strength, so he's not at all worse here.
Perhaps even knight b7 after d6.
Yeah, very often he has knight b7 just grabbing. But after d6, knight b7, I thought rook e8 and knight e4 was strong. It's kind of rook e8, king h7, knight e4. I thought it was strong, but maybe it's also a draw.
Fabi, thank you for joining us. We've got some games that are about to end, and good luck tomorrow in the match. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely, and of course the game that has to have our attention is the one between